Alright, hello everyone and welcome to my Terry guide. It's only been 3 days since the characters came out, but I feel like I have a really strong understanding of this character. A little background on me is I used to play Ken, still kind of do play Ken, and so I have that Shoto experience within the Smash franchise. So if you're looking to get started with Terry and you're having trouble getting some footing on what some options that you could be doing in the neutral and just in game in general, then this video is for you. Um, so first off, I'm just going to start off with what kind of character Terry is. And Terry is meant to be a really heavy character, so you can really play a lot of neutral. He's a very strong character, neutral based. So Power Wave is going to be like your go-to option in neutral. It's a really good projectile. It's very slow. It can even you can actually even combo into it, like with axe kick or crack shoot or even dash attack. So what you kind of want to do with Power Wave is you kind of want to like run up behind it and mix up your options, either running in for grab, maybe they try to jump in the air, or maybe you run up and then they expect you to kind of anti-air them, so they throw out an aerial themselves, you shield it, grab them, punish them. So that's kind of what you want to do. You want to play this mix-up kind of game, try to condition your opponent with this projectile and see how they're trying to get around it. Um, so that's pretty much kind of some of the things that you want to be doing. Now let's just kind of go into kind of a general, it's like a generalization of the character. So first off, I just want to say that Nair is an amazing option. It's frame 4. It comes out really fast, and it actually has some really good range. It's a very good out of shield option. Like if someone attacks you on shield, you can just like kind of do like a fade back Nair, or you can even get like a conversion out of it, right? So yeah, Nair is just going to be like a really good kind of get off me defensive option. Um, and like I said before, because Terry is so heavy, I feel like playing him really defensively and just having like a strong neutral is kind of the way to go. So yeah, so that's a really good move. Another really good move in the neutral that you can kind of throw out is like back air, like trying to go for like a back air. It's like really safe on shield, and it can catch people's jumps. Like if you throw your power wave and they try to jump, then you can just do like auto cancel back air or an attack cancel back air. So yeah, so there's really good options. As we all know in Smash, kind of what you want to do is you want to figure out some options that are really good around shield and find mix-ups around there. So I already kind of told you about power wave and running up and grabbing. Let me show you some other options that are really good with Terry. So one thing that you can do is you kind of throw a power wave and then they're going to shield, and instead of going for the grab because they can spot dodge, you can go for a falling up air on their shield. And actually, a fun thing to know about this is that falling up air into jab 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 is 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 safe. If they want to get you, right, then they have to wait for that whole combo to end and shield that entire time. So falling up air is a great way to approach on people's shields. And also, you can use up tilt as well. And that will beat their shield grab or whatever option they do, and it'll beat jump as well. So in my experience, I think it's the best thing to go for, because if they try to shield grab that, right, that conversion, you can get a combo, like a crack shoot or even a power knuckle. And if they try to grab you in that time, you're going to get a punish. So falling up air and up tilt is a great option on shield. And a fun fact, if you do falling up air up tilt and then crack shoot, and you do the command and hold it, it will actually break shield. So it's actually a shield breaking setup. So it's absolutely amazing, and I think you should do it a lot. Um, so that kind of goes um, without saying. Those are some of the options that you can do around shield, how to approach, how to play the neutral. Like I said, you kind of want to play like a really defensive game and see what they're trying to do with power wave, and then kind of play around your opponent in that aspect. You see them jumping a lot over power wave. You can throw like a crack shoot, and then once you get them like with a crack shoot, you can kind of like try to shark for like up airs or something. Um, Okay, let's talk about what happens when you get a grab. So, like I said, you could use Power Wave, run up, and grab behind it, or you could even like kind of like up air and then go for a grab. Um, or you can get like a tech chase. Sorry, like you can get like a tech chase and then get like a grab off that. But it's like once you get the grab, what is kind of the best thing to do? Well, you have two different throws that are really good. So first you have down throw, which kind of they go a little bit directly above you, and you can actually get a true follow-up off this at a little bit over 0%, so around like 15-11% you'll get. So you'll see that at 0 it doesn't true combo, but actually if I go to about like 10, like let's say they get hit by a power wave, which is 10%, right? Then after the power wave, it'll actually combo. So that means you can, do your little bread and butter like that and get like 40 damage. But what I like to do is I actually just kind of like to shark underneath them, and then if they land on top of me, I can get a frame trap. So, I do this, and then they land right above me, I get another grab, and now I have another opportunity to keep them in disadvantage for longer. So I feel like going for this option immediately, 40 good damage, yes, but if you kind of just stay underneath them, you have like you have more opportunity to rack up more damage and keep them in disadvantage for longer. So I think you should go for up air, and when it stops being true, which with based on DI, I think at about 20%, it's not true if they DI away. Maybe it's a little later. I'm not sure. It's still a frame trap. So if they air dodge and you go for that up air and it doesn't true combo, they're gonna air dodge right into the ground, and you're able to just grab them again, and then do it again, and then do it again. And so what it forces them to do is they kind of have to try to jump out or just take a hit. And if they jump out, right, then you just catch their jump, and then you go for like a crazy option, because now they don't have a jump. You could probably get like a spike or something. But if they try to attack, it won't work. Terry's up air will beat the attack because it just comes out faster. And this has been tested on characters with frame 3 nairs and frame 4 nairs. Hasn't been tested on frame 1 options. So take what I say lightly. So yeah, so that's a really good thing. Another thing to do is when your opponent starts to DI away a lot, right, and they're DIing behind you so that they don't get hit by the follow-up, you can start to go for up throw. And then here is where you'll get some really, really juicy stuff because of the DI mix-up after you've conditioned your opponent to try to DI behind you to avoid the down throw setup. And so, yeah, you can keep doing that for like a long, long time, but then once you get to, the higher percents, it's a little less tricky. I also like to go for forward throw because it sets up for tech chase scenarios at about like mid-percent, so I can get like a dash attack if they miss the tech, or like I could even do like, like run up, forward tilt, run up forward tilt into like a burning knuckle. So yeah, those are some applications on what to do out of a grab, some applications on what to do on approach, and now let's go over some ledge trapping options. So right off the bat, we can just talk about some options. I mean, down smash is pretty decent and can catch people who try to like go a little bit above the ledge. If they like poke their head over the ledge, it can hit them. But if they're snapping, then you can kind of just you can try to go for down tilt. I mean, it can 2-frame. You can also try to down air, which can also 2-frame. So those are some options for two framing. But what I really like to do is I kind of just sit back here at about this roll spot, and I just throw out these power waves right here, and because it will cover jump, and you're holding roll, so if they roll, you can just down smash or go for a bigger punish. And then if they get up attack because they're frustrated, then you can just do a burning knuckle. So yeah, it's a really good way to just keep your opponent in the corner, and it's really frustrating. And then once they start to like once you've done this, and then they're like, okay, like the only thing I can do is kind of jump, and you can like call out their jump and then go for like a up air, down air. So yeah, that's a really good thing. Another thing that you can do is just kind of just throw out those down tilts, especially since down tilt does true combo into burning knuckle. So yeah, if you can get that down tilt, if you can get them to buffer an option really quickly, then you can. So a mix up of those two things are really good. And then I'll show you another mix up, which is really good. Because Terry's Nair is so fast, it's actually a really good ledge trapping tool. So you can actually just kind of sit here at the ledge. Sorry, she recovered high. You can kind of just sit here at the ledge and just react to your opponent's get up options. And yeah, eventually they might get really frustrated, and then you can go for like a roll bait or a roll read. So yeah, so there's some applications on how to ledge trap, how to approach, and how to set up into some advantage states out of grabs and whatnot. So that pretty much covers basically all I'm going to go over in this guide. I wanted to try to keep this really short. So yeah, now I'm just going to kind of go into some really, really, really juicy combos. So like I said before, falling up air into up tilt will is safe on shield. It will beat shield grab. It'll beat jump. It'll beat all those great options. So the same thing kind of goes for falling up air into forward tilt, and it actually can set up into some really good combos like that, for example. That's really good damage. So that is another thing that you can do, and because you can do that, let me show you what is really good to try to do when you get your go. So when you have your go, you could do like, I'm not very good at the input. Power Gazer actually combos too, but we're not trying to get that, obviously. Maybe she's at 200%.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm putting that wrong.
Yeah.
Maybe she's at a little bit too high percent. And there you go. That's an amazing combo. Really good damage.
Bada bing, bada boom.
You can also do Power Geyser out of forward tilt. And we were talking about before. So if they do wait for... So up air into forward tilt should be safe as long as you space it properly, because forward tilt will push them back, and so they shouldn't be able to punish you. But if you want to be, I guess, more safe, you can go for up air, up tilt into Power Geyser on shield, and that's just another thing. Okay, so yeah, that kind of just wraps everything up. But I just want to show you guys one more thing that's really good. Similar like in Smash 4 when you had Limit as Cloud, you have such a great fear factor at the ledge with Power Geyser, because it really just kind of 2 frames, covers jump, it covers a lot of different things. So if you sit here at the ledge and just hold down, your opponent thinks that you're buffering the input for Power Geyser, and you can kind of just run up and grab them as soon as they get up, because they're kind of scared. And then when they're not scared, right, that's when you go for like a mix-up. But yeah, Power Geyser is amazing ledge trapping tool.
Look at this pop just rolling, dude. The drift.
And just mixing up Power Geyser with like grabs.
And the GT2
Really good.
and the 488. I'm like,
What else can I show you guys? I'll show you one more thing. Another thing you could do, which is really cool, is like at the ledge, while you're getting up from the ledge, you can buffer your super. So as soon as you land, you can throw out a super, and being willing to go for that is just kind of scare your opponent a lot, and you're gonna be able to condition them when you're at a disadvantage. So having go is an amazing tool, just overall. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and please subscribe.